I'm here to talk to you guys about consistency. How many guys want to be consistently catching fish? Everybody. This seminar is not going to be about winning tournaments or big fish. This is going to be about being that guy that consistently goes out there and catches fish pretty much all the time that you want to go out there and catch fish. I mean, I love catching fish. I love catching big fish, but you can't always go out there and catch big fish. You don't always have the conditions for it. So we're going to talk about being consistent. Basically going to talk to you guys about the baits that you have to use to be consistent. You know, punching heavy mats, flipping a jig, throwing big topwaters is not the way to be consistent. When you want to be consistent, you got to use moving baits like a spinner bait, like a crank bait. And then once you use a bait like that, a reaction bait, you got to slow down and use smaller baits such as a shaky head. Yes, Ish Monroe owns a spinning rod and will throw a shaky head when he wants to be consistent. But when I want to win tournaments, you know what it is? It's a spinner bait. A spinner bait's the only bait that I know that you can fish from 0 to infinity on water depth. And you catch fish in any water condition that you're possibly out there. You got a kid that you want to go out and take out fishing and you want him to catch fish, that's the first, easiest, and best bait to tie it on, because you can't do anything wrong when you throw this bait. You can take a spinner bait and you can throw it out there, you can wind it back at a regular speed. You can take a spinner bait, throw it out there, let it sink to the bottom and crawl it back or move it like a jig, and it catches fish. It's very consistent. For years, a square bill crankbait has been catching fish. For years, guys have made a living throwing a square bill crankbait. Rick Clunn and those guys have been throwing square bills for 40 years. People think that it's been the last phenomenon since Kevin won the Classic down in Louisiana. Not the case. The Bagley Big O is the first square bill crankbait to ever come out. They were so good that they didn't sell them at tournaments. They rented them. They rented them 30 years ago for $25 for the tournament, and they took a $25 deposit on it if you lost it. And guys would actually sacrifice their deposit and tell them they lost it just so they could have one. And that tells you how good a square bill crankbait is. A square bill crankbait is probably the second most versatile bait that you can go out there and throw. You can fish it on rocks. You can fish it on wood. You can fish it in grass. I'll tell you this, is grass is probably one of the biggest producers of bass in any lake that you go to. Prime example, Lake Guntersville. Lake Guntersville fishes 200 to 300, maybe 400 boats every single day of the week. And on the weekends, 500 to 1,000 boats. And them guys down in Alabama, they like to eat bass. I know you guys up here eat a few too. Don't worry, I know it's okay. Taking a few ain't too bad. But them guys eat bass. And you watch these guys constantly throwing 4 and 5 pounders in their coolers, on stringers, in their live wells, and taking them home. But that lake still keeps producing 100 bass days, because that lake in it is grass from one end to the next end. So grass habitat is an excellent place to find bass for being consistent.
I hope you enjoyed the preview clip, and for more like that and the entire collection, subscribe to the Bass University TV. And if you want the tackle that you see on there, I want you to go to the Bass University Tackle Shop, powered by Tackle Warehouse, and click right here, and it's all at your fingertips.
You want to become a better angler?
You want to catch more and bigger bass at your local pond?
Then check out Bass University TV for hardcore bass fishing information.
Hey, I'm Pete Gluzek.
And I'm Mike Iaconelli.
And this is Bass University TV.
Welcome to Bass University TV, an online video training course where you'll learn champion bass fishing techniques from pro anglers Pete Gluzek, Mike Iaconelli, and their talented special guests.
Everywhere I go in the country, I'm trying to use these techniques because I catch big fish that way.
From on the water to in the classroom,
we want to use that bait to help make that area even smaller and really find that sweet spot.
You'll learn sound techniques and strong fundamental bass fishing skills.
You want something that's got a nice limber action, that's going to allow you to build pressure and keep those hooks pinned against that fish's mouth.
Watch hours of video content on multiple topics at your own pace for a low monthly fee. Cancel at any time.
Hold on, because you're going to catch some big fish.
Information is power in the sport of fishing, so learn from the very best.
That's a key theory in all of fishing.
Subscribe to Bass University TV today.
Man, does it trigger a lot of strikes.
Here's the part that you're not going to hear anywhere else. This is the Bass University TV exclusive.